favorite shiny in the game. I haven't put too much thought about into that. I can show off my shinies. I don't know how many of you haven't seen my shinies because I do update regularly to the viewers. I'm sure some of you know a decent amount of what I have. I have like well over 100 in this game right now. So I'll go through some of them and say which ones I like. Okay, let's do it. Starting now. So here's the first box. These aren't going to be in order, but these are all my shinies. I have 1, 2, 3, a little over 3.5 boxes worth of shinies. So this Reuniclus is from Hatching Eggs and Sword and Shield. It's my favorite Psychic type Pokemon. So it's one of the earlier shinies I got. And it's also one of my favorite shinies in general. Here's the shiny Ice Cube. This is the one I chose to... It's in a Heal Ball too, which is pretty cool. This is from the Wild Area event that they did like a month or 2 ago. I do have a couple duplicates as well, but this is the one I chose to like optimize, make it level 100. You know, give it a nice moveset with some egg moves and all that stuff. Here's a Trevenant from Dynamax Adventures. I never optimized it because if I would want a Trevenant with a different ability, and this is the hidden ability. And the thing about hidden abilities is you can't use an ability capsule to give it a normal ability, I don't think. If I'm wrong, feel free to correct me, but that's why I haven't optimized it. It's still really a cool shiny though. But I would like to get another one to get the ability I want. Here's a shiny Berserker. This is my favorite Steel type Pokemon, so it's pretty natural that I would do this. I just did Egg Hatching and Sword and Shield. I prefer the normal version, but I kind of like to get shinies for Pokemon I like just for the principle, even if I don't care for how it actually looks, just because it's really cool. This also took me quite a while. It was definitely over 1,000 eggs, at least. Here's a shiny Toxicroak. I got this one really quick in Sword and Shield. Not much to say about it. I'm sure you guys like Toxicroak, or at least like Croagunk or something. I'm sure this Pokemon is familiar to you. This is a Cursola from Sword and Shield, of course. One of my favorites from this game. So I had to get it. Here's a Dragapult. This was like one of the first ones I did because it's Dragapult. This is like my favorite dragon type. I prefer the original, but once again, doing it for the principle. I did have a duplicate that I ended up trading for something else as well. So I did have 2 at one point. Here's a Whimsicott. Gangster. Also from Sword and Shield. Here's a Tyranitar. This one I got on stream. I think I got 2 shiny Larvitars on stream, or at least 1.
What the heck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck?
Was that your first egg of the stream?
That was the second egg. What the fuck?
Here's a Gyarados. We all know about Gyarados. This one's from Sword and Shield though. Grimmsnarl. I nicknamed it the French version for Grimmsnarl because I really liked it. One of the only Pokemon I've ever nicknamed. I'm actually not one to nickname Pokemon. Here's every form of Alcremie. Not much to say other than I'm a tryhard. During the Milcery event, I just found one, and I had B go on her switch and catch them while I would reset the raid. So this is technically all the same Milcery, we just caught multiple so I could have every form. I cheated, alright? Here's a shiny Sableye with Prankster, which is cool because I got the Prankster one first try before the ability patch came out. Here's another one that's in contention for like one of my favorite shinies I have. And it's also my favorite water type. So there's a bonus too. Here's a G-Max Kingler. It's always cool to get a G-Max form. I think the Grimmsnarl is G-Max as well. I got this in Pokemon Go. This was one of my first Pokemon Go shinies when I started playing a few months back. I give them nature mints and I optimize them and all that, so it takes a long... I put a lot into every shiny, usually. Here's an Executor that's also from Pokemon Go. I really like Alolan Executor, so it's cool that I do have both. Spoiler. Here's a Rillaboom. My friend Patrick traded me. G-Max as well. Here's a shiny Cramorant from... There was a wild area event for it, and I got it without even realizing there was an event, so that's cool. It has some egg moves as well. Here's a Poliwrath from Go. Not much to say about it. Here's a G-Max Pikachu. There was an event for it. Got it really quickly. Didn't realize that you can't evolve G-Max Pikachu, which makes sense, but I didn't realize it. So that was kind of a bummer, so it's just been sitting here. Here's a shiny Gengar G-Max that my friend Patrick also traded me. Thank you. Here's a shiny Politoed, which is like really cool shiny, of course. Also from Pokemon Go, like the Poliwrath, I got them on the same day, like within the same hour. Here's a shiny Kingdra from Pokemon Go. One of my favorites I've gotten from Go, just because it's Kingdra. It's really cool. And here's a shiny Claydol from Pokemon Go as well. Here's a shiny Vikavolt. We were working on this one on stream. I ended up getting it off screen though. I was in a call with some friends when I got it, at least. Here's a Rayquaza from Pokemon Go. So it's really cool to transfer them over and like optimize them and everything. It sucks because Rayquaza has some moves that you can only get from previous games, so they can only be so optimized, but I tried my best. G-Max Toxtricity. There was like a GameStop event, and I actually got a code from a viewer while streaming and doing something else, so that was really cool. Here's a shiny Golduck from Dynamax Adventures. Not much to say. It was one of the first ones. One of the first and only ones. I don't have many Dynamax Adventure shinies. Definitely like less than 10. Bolton. Nico traded this to me. You've probably seen me play with Nico. We did some sort of trade with like a duplicate shiny for this, I think. Here's a shiny Palossand, which I think was the first ever Sun and Moon hunt I did. So it's in Sword and Shield, so that's fun. Also, just one of the coolest shinies so far, in my opinion. Here's Goldie the Azumarill. Random shiny Marill I got from an egg in X and Y when I wanted to get into competitive as like a kid. Which didn't last long, but I had this to show for it. Here's a shiny Mudsdale. I got this in my original playthrough of Sun and Moon. So it's pure random in the wild. Here's a shiny Pangoro that's also from Sun and Moon. I was trying to get a scrappy Pancham so I could have a false swiper to shiny hunt that could hit ghost types. But I got a shiny one like first before getting the scrappy one, I think, or something weird. So now it's in Sword and Shield, which is cool because it wasn't scrappy when I got the shiny, which sucked. But I was able to put it to Sword and Shield and get it the ability. Here's a shiny Celebi from Pokemon Go, which is actually what inspired me to play Pokemon Go. I was shiny hunting and someone told me about it in chat. And the same day I got back into Pokemon Go, because I played it on release for like a couple days like everyone else. But I've been playing it ever since. I just really wanted a shiny Celebi, and I'm glad I have one. Shiny Aegislash, which was a trade with Nico's friend for the duplicate Dreepy that I showed off earlier. Here's a shiny Seismitoad from my first playthrough of Gen 5. Completely random, got it, and played through the game with it. And now it's in Sword and Shield, which is really cool. Here's a shiny Scizor from Pokemon Go. Also one of my favorites from Go, just as a Pokemon. Kingdra and Scizor is really cool. I really like the Kingler I got from Go as well. Here's a shiny Metagross that's actually from Go. Here's a shiny Electivire that Stoyles, who might be in the chat, or at least was in the chat, traded to me. Thank you very much. I think this is from Go. Yeah. Optimized it and everything. Here's a shiny Noivern that we got on stream.
Oh shit! What the fuck?
No way. No way.
No way.
No way. No.
That was 60 eggs exactly. And it's
What
6
the hell?
IVs. It's 6 IVs.
Oh my god.
It's 6 IVs.
Here's a Porygon Z, that's from Stoyles. I think this is also from Go. Yes. Honestly, really cool Pokemon. I have a lot of new love for this Pokemon that I didn't really consider before, and I think the shiny's really cool too. Here's a Drapion from Stoyles as well. So we did trades for like duplicates, and this is from the Wormhole like thing in Sun and Moon. Here's a shiny Lopunny that I got from Go that I actually haven't fully optimized yet, because it's just a bad Pokemon. It doesn't seem fun to use. I'll eventually get to it, but it's cool to have. Here's a shiny Landorus from Pokemon Go. This was like my first shiny legendary in Pokemon Go. That's really cool. Here's a duplicate Fletchling. Also, I guess I should show off the one in my party, which is a shiny Talonflame from Pokemon Go with Flame Body. So this is my egg hatcher. Kind of a flex to have a shiny Pokemon as your Flame Body like egg hatcher. So that's cool. And here's another like duplicate. It was from a community day. Here's a shiny Golurk from just egg hatching in Sword and Shield. Just a Pokemon I really like. And the shiny's really cool too. Here's a shiny Tangrowth that my friend Patrick got in Dynamax Adventures that we traded for. Here's a shiny Noctowl that Cheese traded me, a friend of mine. You might have seen Cheese in the chat before. Here's a shiny Crocodile. I think we got this one on stream. Here's a shiny Buzzwole from Dynamax Adventures. This was the first Dynamax Adventure legendary I got shiny. And it's also B's favorite Pokemon. Here's a duplicate Execute from Pokemon Go.
Hello, Jack William.
Here's the second and last shiny from Dynamax Adventures, but I do have a Latios as well. But that's all I have to show for it from Dynamax Adventures, just those two. Here's a shiny Pinsir that Cheese gave to me. And here's a shiny Charizard that Cheese gave to me as well, which made the shiny starter hunt a little easier. And then here's another box. Here's a Thievul from Dynamax Adventures. I got this at like 6 in the morning while B was sleeping. Seaking from Dynamax Adventures, I couldn't even tell it was shiny. Alolan Executor that Cheese gave me, which is like one of my favorites that I've gotten like as a trade / gift. Here's a Vaporeon from Cheese. Here's a Lantern from Go. I just got a random Chinchou. That's like another really cool one to get. Here's a Lilligant from a wild area event. A Claydol from, I just randomly got it in the wild area, which is a duplicate. Here's a duplicate Ice Cube from the wild area event. Here's a Weavile that I did in Sword and Shield egg hatching. Strawberry Lemonade Weavile. Here's a duplicate Baniri from Go. Blastoise, I hatched for it in Sword and Shield. Venusaur, hatched for in Sword and Shield. Both have G-Max and everything. Here's another Ice-Q. Blaziken. So as you can tell, I went through like a starter Pokemon like hunt. Here's Swampert. Gen 3 was really fast. I got them very quickly. Gen 1 was a lot harder. Here's a Meryl duplicate from Go. Swablu Community Day stuff. Have an Altaria here with some egg moves. Sceptile. My personal favorite of the Gen 3 ones. Cinderace. This is one of my longest hunts on Sword and Shield. Inteleon. These are all the Sword and Shield starters. I have their G-Max forms, by the way. Gibble Community Day. An optimized Garchomp here. Licky Licky that was given to me by Charles, actually, my coach. He got it randomly while playing through the DLC and traded it to me when he came over. So thank you. I didn't expect this, but I'm a huge fan. After receiving this shiny, I just love looking at this Pokemon. It's so hilarious. It looks like a B calls it like a peep. It definitely reminds me of that. Here's Decidueye. So here's probably the craziest story for my shinies. So I was shiny hunting for Rowlet, trying to get all the starters. Gen 7 was the last generation I did. I was like 50 eggs deep, and on egg 53, I get this Rowlet. So that's really fast. It was my fastest at the time in Sword and Shield, and just period. And then I hatch egg 54, and then I hatch egg 55, and I get another shiny Rowlet. And B and Charles were in the room, so I'm legit freaking out. B like starts making tweets about it, I think. And then on egg 63, so 10 eggs, within 10 eggs, I get a third shiny Rowlet. And at this point, I'm like freaking out, but I'm also concerned because it's like scary how lucky that is. And I'm like, what is going on? And yeah, that's the story about the 3 Rowlets. And then we have a shiny Tapu Koko. I think someone gave to me in Sun and Moon when I was getting really into Pokemon. I think someone helped me like complete my Pokedex and everything, or they were just really nice and gave this to me. It's an event, shiny Tapu Koko. I looked it up and that's really cool. I forgot I even had it, so now it's in Sword Shield. Shiny Primarina, which was the second to last starter. Took me a long time. I got it right before Charles left when he was visiting. That was cool. Shiny Roggenrola from Pokemon Go. Really, really cool one to get in Pokemon Go. Shiny Gigalith is great. Shiny Alolan Marowak, which is my favorite Fire-type Pokemon. Got it first try, just loaded up Pokemon Go. Was actually with Charles. This is during his like couple-week visit. Just did a raid for Alolan Marowak simply because it's one of my favorite Pokemon, and I really wanted it as a shiny, and I got it first try. And here's Shiny Incineroar, which was the last starter I needed. Took me a while. Here's a shiny Grapploct from the most recent Wild Area event. I try to do them. Shiny Mamoswine from Pokemon Go. Really, really cool one to get. I don't think the shiny's all that great, but the Pokemon's great, so that's cool. Here's the Obstagoon that we got on stream in 23 eggs, my fastest Sword and Shield hunt.
Oh my god! What the fuck?
What? That was so fast. What the hell?
Here's an Electrike that I haven't told you guys about. I was doing Wild Area raids to get experience candies. And I finish a raid, and I'm like looking at my DS or my phone, and this thing runs into me. And in the back of my head, I'll be like, that would be crazy if it was shiny. And it was shiny, and B was like in the living room over there, and I started screaming for her. Here's a Butterfree that I randomly got in Sun and Moon when I got back into it, like a month ago or something. Here's an Audino from the wormhole thing in Sun and Moon. Here's an Alolan Raichu. I hunted for Pichu in Sun and Moon very recently for this, so I'm very proud of this one. Here's a G-Max Snorlax in a Heavy Ball, which is really cool. I also hunted for this in Sun and Moon on Route 1. That was really, really fun. And here's a shiny Alolan Meowth that I also hunted for recently. These are like very recent, of course, because they're like some of the newest ones in the box. And then the rest of these, the Nidoran, this Hatterene, this Mawile, and this Chansey are all from Cheese. I think they're from Let's Go and Dynamax Adventures, I believe. And then here's the most recent shiny I got, which was a Slowpoke, and we're still working on the second one. There's a lot more to come, but that's it for now.